when a man crawled out of a cardboard box under the East Street Bridge, followed me onto it. I went out halfway across with that homeless shadow tagging along, so I dug for some change. Wouldn't need it anyway. He took it looking just a bit ashamed. He said, you know, I haven't always been this way. I've had my moments, days in the sun, moments I was second to none, moments when I knew I did what I thought I couldn't do. Like that plane ride coming home from the war that summer, my son was born. Memories like a coat so warm the cold wind can't get through. Looking at me now, you might not know it, but I've had my moments.
My name's Rosemary Jane Lowis, born on September 25th, 1966. I was adopted when I was 4. I was raped when I was 8. I was put into the system when I was 13. My life history is fucking long. Same as those, you know, every one of those people over there has a history. I held my guard up. I got to finish school. I graduated. I went to college. All by myself. No family, no nothing. I focused back then.
She's one of these individuals whose life is written all over her, and for that reason, I kind of automatically will give her a certain degree of respect. She's clearly led a hard life, and when you listen to some of the stories that she has to tell, you know, you feel like there must be something that I can do to try and help you out.
I was a supervisor and I screwed it up because the alcohol got to me. I have a lot of shame for that.
If you put yourself in her position, she's no family to speak of, she's no real friends. Her only objective every day is to get drunk. And if she can do that with the company of her, what she considers to be friends, they can collectively obtain enough cash to be able to do it, then that's her comfort zone. That's what she believes is where she needs to be every day. But my first impressions were, wow, how has this lady survived on the streets for so long?
There's 2 cameras right there. One there, one there. And I got beat up right over there by that time.
She was assaulted quite badly several months ago by other street people. That investigation's still pending. But she's vocalised to me quite clearly, you know, this is something we have to deal with ourselves. We don't trust the police, we don't trust the justice system.
At that time, I could walk around without a cane. The only thing that frickin' saved my life was a tree, because I dodged her. I got this, I got that, I got that.
One incident.
Yeah. This went right through my cheek. a boot into the head. And to this day, I still feel it. It's emotion, you know? It's not... Oh, shit. It's not only that, it's the turmoil that I've had.
These people out on the streets are fiends. They want every dollar out of you they can get. They want every dollar. They're conniving. They steal everything off you. They steal everything. I've had everything stolen. I've had backpacks stolen with millions of dollars. I've had almost my industry stolen out of my backpack. I got it on report. I own over 2/3 of Alberta. Well, yeah, 2/3 of Alberta is Alberta tar sands. That's my outfit. At BC Mining Corporation, I own over a quarter, or going to be a quarter of British Columbia. I own it myself personally, and private myself. I fall through for social assistance or age. I'm not officially capable of disabled or AISH. I'm actually private and a working man.
You deal with people with mental health issues all the time, and one thing that strikes me about Roy in particular is just how vivid the delusions are that he has, you know, how detailed they are, you know, and you look in his eyes and you know he's talking to you genuinely and he believes everything he's telling you. So you sort of feel a bit sorry for him when he says that he doesn't want to go to any of the hostels, and he won't go to any of the hostels even to be fed because he fears for his safety. He's always fighting people, and I can believe that with him.
I sleep anywhere I can temporarily. I'm usually up before daylight. Unless the weather's real rough, you can't really go anywhere. But then they want to know if you're alive or not, right? So they actually, you know, they rough you out a little bit to make sure that you're alive, right? Well, I know these shelters and stuff, they're all bed registries, they're mugshot fingerprinting, psychiatric assessments and stuff. They're not my people.
To be honest, and as sad as it sounds, I don't think there is going to be any kind of rehab for him. Whether any agencies are going to jump in and help him out. I mean, he's not a young man, and he's always out in the elements, and really, honestly, truthfully, I think probably in my time on the downtown beat team, we may come across him in the deepest depths of winter, not waking up.
The cops are my friends. Now, they come by here a couple of times a day. A couple of days ago, this police officer just pulled up right there. She rolled down and went, "Are you hungry?" Okay. She jumped out of her car and she gave me a sandwich. I was like, whoa, that's new. But that's all respect, you know?
The police aren't too bad unless I get a faulty ticket or something. I've won over 38 cases in my own behalf, but they're actually very compassionate if they actually understand the circumstances.
Yeah, I'm totally alive to the fact that even the things I can say, the manner in which I say them can have a profound effect on that individual when they walk away from my encounter. They can look to improve or change their situation as a result of what I've said. I'm always aware that the way I deal with them is going to have a significant effect on their attitude towards the next police officer that deals with them.
If you treat everybody else with that same kind of yardstick, you can go in, treat them with respect, and maybe they've got a similar story to Rosie's. Maybe they've got a litany of horror stories that have happened to them as children or growing up. And occasionally I do ask myself, there but for the grace of God, go any one of us, you know?
I appreciate what they've done for me, because they're looking after me.
I'm going to get a car, I'm going to get an RV or whatever, and I'm going to go buy a house. Yeah. I got money in the bank. I got money in the bank that's going through judicial problems. But I'm waiting for my passbook and my check so I can get regular current. They don't have change for $1 million.
I got my guard up. I don't know how to let it down. I just can't. I just can't. I'm not using that as an excuse or anything, but yeah, it's had a hard impact on my life. I'm 43. I want a better life.
I just wish that I could wave my magic wand and take all these homeless people and take them off the streets of Calgary, not just for them, but for the people who believe that we're here to keep the homeless out of their way. But unfortunately we can't, so the best thing we can do in the meantime is deal with the issue as we see it.
I've had my moments, days in the sun, moments I was second to none, moments when I knew I did what I thought I couldn't do. Like the day I walked away from the wine for a woman who became my wife in love that, when it was right, could always see me through. Looking at me now, you might not know it. I've had my moments. I know somewhere around a trash can fire tonight, that old man tells his story one more time. He says, I've had my moments, days in the sun, moments I was second to none, moments when I knew I did what I thought I couldn't do. Like that cool light on the East Street Bridge when a young man almost ended it. I was right there, wasn't scared a bit, and I held to pull him through. Looking at me now, you might not know it. Oh, looking at me now, you might not know it. I've had my moments. I've had my moments. I've had my moments. I've had my moments.